Hey gamers, welcome back to the channel. Today we're jumping back into King Arthur Legends Rise and we're going to be going up against Aldri, specifically Frozen Plain 7, with a very free-to-play team. 3 of the characters you've seen on other bosses, so that definitely helps when you can take other characters from other teams and move them into other game modes. We'll talk about that a little bit as well. Great kit. We're going to go over stats and gameplay and show you an example. Lots of stuff to discuss here, so let's get into it. All right, and welcome back. So let's jump right into it. Number 7 here. All right, so this is the team that I'm using. You already know that I'm using Kay, Tristan, and Sarah on Penvid. Whenever I can put teams together that work across multiple game modes or will work against multiple bosses, it just reduces the amount of resources you have to put in other characters, and it keeps that pool just a little bit smaller so that you can stretch those much needed resources as far as they can go. So I've got these 3. In this spot right here, I had Morgan all the way up to 6, but since Morgan is fire, Aldri does quite a bit of damage to her, and I just couldn't keep her alive. So I brought in Accolon. So let's go ahead and take a look at why Accolon works so well. If we take a look at his kit right here, we're going to use his S2 specifically. He's going to attack the enemy 2 times, but he's got a 60% chance to inflict recovery disruption for 2 turns. That's huge because if he doesn't stick it 1 time, but he did previously, you've got 2 chances to get that recovery disruption back on him. And what that does is make it so he can't heal. When he goes into his hibernated state, when he comes out of that, if he doesn't have recovery disruption on him, he's going to generate a bunch of health back, and then it's going to start you all the way back at the beginning. So you definitely want to make sure that you land that debuff. Also, what helps is if you take a look at his passive here, when attacking, 100% chance to inflict recovery rate decrease for 2 turns. That's huge too, because if for some reason you can't land the recovery disruption debuff, so he can't heal himself, that recovery rate decrease actually helps quite a bit. When he comes out of that hibernative state, he's only going to gain a sliver of health back instead of his entire health bar. So this really helps. It's a safety net, which is why Accolon, I think, is so good here as well. All right, so let's just take a look at where I have him. I've got him at, let's see, let me go all the way back out. That was too far out. I've got him at level 57. Currently, I've got him at 2 purples. We'll take a look at his equipment here in a minute. His relic here specifically, I've got his relic at 1 purple right now, and level, level 50. So that's where I have him currently right now. And then as far as chivalry goes, I have him at his 1st chivalry, but this doesn't really help because his feint's not going to come into play. So that is where we have. I don't have any into his passives. Like I said, his awaken, he's at 2 purple. And everything else here is maxed. I got 3 levels left there. If we take a look at his equipment, I went with attack and accuracy increase. Reason for that is because we want him to stick his debuffs. Now here I am, he's at 52%. I definitely want to get that higher, so I'll continue to work on that. His attack speed's at 134, 14.8 for his health. I do want to get that higher. I want to get that closer to 2,000 as we get further and further into these dungeons, all the way down to 10. We're definitely going to need much more health. His defense at 14, I want to get that above 15. And then his attack is at 18. I want to get that around 2,000, but this does work. When we take a look at substats, we want to look for substats that do have effect accuracy and HP. That's going to help him. He's really not there for his damage. He's really there for the debuffs. But if you can squeeze a little bit of damage out of him, then definitely do that. Effect accuracy over here as well. I got some attack percentage. So this has been working out really well for me. Let's take a look at Kay. Kay, I think you've seen where I have Kay. Her accuracy, we really don't care. She's here strictly for damage, so I still have her in attack and crit. I've got her up over 1,600 for my health now, 1,200 for my defense, which I still need a little bit more of that, but she's over 2K now for her attack. So she's doing really good there. If I take a look at where I have her, she is now level 60 at 3 purples. And then I have her relic. Her relic is at level 50 with 2 purples as well. Nothing in her passives yet. So that's where I have them. If we take a look at her chivalry, I don't have anything. I've got no duplicates of her whatsoever. So I've got nothing in her chivalry just yet. The other 2 characters that you're going to see is Tristan. Tristan, we've been able to bump him up quite a bit. He's level 50 with 2 purple. I did get this up to 2 of 3, but with his chivalry, I did get this one here, which changes his chakra activation condition to when attacking rather than when there's some sort of protection. So he does get the ×2 regardless of whether that enemy of yours has protection or not. So that's why he's working out well for Aldri right now. If we just take a look at everything else, his relic here is 49 of 50, so I've almost got that. He's at 2 purple there as well. So those are the teams. I did get Sarah up a little bit more as well. I've got her up to 3 purples here, actually. And then her relic, I've got her up to level 50 with 2 purples there. Her equipment is the same. I'm still using Vigor and Life. And then if I want to go back to Tristan here just really quick again, I did switch to Speed on him. Works out very, very well. And then Effect Accuracy, I got him up over 60% now. And then you can see these other stats I have him at. All right, so we're going to do this just a little bit differently, because I've already recorded a very good battle. This does work pretty consistently, but the battle is a little bit long. It's about 4 minutes long, so I wanted to make sure to at least go through all the stats. In the beginning of this video that you're going to see, you will see the priorities as far as the auto battle and where I have them. So that is what I had for you. Hopefully you enjoyed the battle. Let me know your thoughts. What team are you using against Aldri, and are you up to 10 yet? And do we even need to get to 10 right now? The reason why I show battles at 7 is because if you look at 7 across all bosses, that is the level that you need to get to in order to fully unlock all of the progression materials and resources that you need to level your characters and your weapons up to level 60. That is the first place that you need to get to in order to unlock the mythic material that you're going to need. All right, everybody, that is what I had for you. If you like it, make sure to hit that like button. Share your thoughts and questions in the comment section below, and enjoy the rest of the video. Take care.